Welcome. Let's talk about the controversy between DK Shivkumar, the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, and TTD, Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam at Hyderabad. Sorry, Tirupati. Tirumala Tirumala Devasthanam, Tirupati, not Hyderabad. Sorry. The controversy began after Karnataka Chief Minister DK Shivkumar. He spoke about first Nitya Harati, that is Suprabhati Seva, early morning ritual access at Tirupati Tirumala Temple. According to reports, what he said exactly is Karnataka would issue an order. This is where actually the people are, Andhra Pradesh TTD, people are making issue there because he used a word called order. He means to say make an arrangement so that the Karnataka ministers, MLA, judges, senior officials would access during the first Nitya Harati at temple. His remarks were interpreted by TTD as suggesting as a new VIP protocol. So what exactly did DK Shivkumar say? Based on available reports, DK Shivkumar's statement was presented as an attempt to facilitate darshan. Facilitate darshan is an attempt to facilitate darshan, not an order. For Karnataka, dignitaries like ministers, judges, chief ministers, if they go to Tirumala, they should have a special provision. That's what exactly means to say that. Referring to the historical connection between the Mysore royal family and Tirumala, supporters of Shivkumar argue that he did not say Karnataka over, Karnataka owns Tirumala. He did not say that. He was referring to the traditional relationship that is, there is a family of a Mysore royal family with the temple. Traditionally, the Mysore royal family has some special relationship with the TTD, and his intention was to improve access of Karnataka ministers or devotees or dignitaries. And their intention was to access the temple, not to change temple ownership or rituals, right? So his comments are very, we have to take DK Shivkumar comments in a simple and, a simple way, what do you say, positive way. His comments were merely more administrative than the theological, right? Then why TTD takes this as a theological comment, as if he made a theological comment, and the TTD chairman B.R. Naidu garu, and what he says is that Tirumala rituals are governed by Agama Shastra and long-standing temple traditions. And who said he's interfering in the Agama Shastra? Why do, first of all, why does he do that? He won't do that, right? Why does DK Shivkumar interfere in Agama Shastra and long-standing temple traditions? He was talking about administrative facility to visit so that they may not stand in long queue, maybe. No state governments outside Andhra Pradesh can decide temple protocols. That's what, again, another thing that the chairman said. The first Nitya Harati is historically associated with Maharaja family of Mysore as a traditional privilege and cannot be extended through the government orders, he said. Okay, so rituals cannot be altered by executive decisions or political announcements. Now, the Maharaja family, there's no kings in nowadays, right? Everybody is chief ministers and everybody. No kings are there. Kings' families are maybe there, maybe the genealogy may be continuing, but in the chief minister is the king, so you should treat him as a king and then give him a special provision. That's it. Rituals cannot be altered by executive decisions or political arrangements. This is one thing. B.R. Naidu's response was that B.R. Naidu described Shivkumar remark as a casual remark, an authoritative overreach, and contrary to established temple customs. His central argument was that temple rituals belong to religious tradition, not to state governments. That is what exactly B.R. Naidu, the chairman of the TTD board, he says that. According to TTD, he says the Andhra Pradesh government itself cannot modify Agama-based temple practice without following religious procedures. And other reactions like our other Hindu organizations and political leaders also, they're criticizing DK Shivkumar, and they're saying that politicians should not interfere in temple rituals, and VIP privilege should not be expanded. Tirumala tradition should maintain unchanged. All these things were actually talking about DK Shivkumar, but in fact, DK Shivkumar, he said something else. If you want to defend what is that Agama Shastra and this, you can do that because But that's not exactly what D.K. Shivakumar said. The D.K. Shivakumar was talking about administrative access, not changing Hindu rituals, not changing the temple rituals. D.K. Shivakumar never proposed changing the Vedic rituals, mantras, agama practices. He was talking about facilitating access for Karnataka dignitaries. Then why these people making these kind of statements, we don't know. The Mysore kingdom has a historical connection with the Tirumala. The ODR rulers of Mysore made donations to Tirumala, and the Mysore royal family has traditionally enjoyed certain ceremonial honors. Traditionally, they did it. Okay, so now the D.K. Shivakumar was referring to that existing historical relationship, then inventing something new now. He is not inventing any something new. He was referring to the historical relationship already existing between TTD and the Mysore royal family. So the supporter, supporters from Mysore family, now the same Karnataka government is supporting you. So you need to think in a positive way. That's what I understand. So the government's already influencing TTD administration. First of all, the TTD administration, they all are appointed by politicians. The TTD itself is administered under statutory framework, and the chairman and the board members are appointed by politically appointed people. And governments, they influence budgets and appointments, and even policies they can change. The government's already exercising significant administrative control over TTD. When there is a significant control of TTD by the Andhra Pradesh government, and then the Karnataka maybe issue an order through the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, because they are all politicians. See, the neighboring states relationship is most important. We as Ambedkar Janata Party, we always talk about that we should have the proper relationship with the Ambedkar, neighboring states. So protocol darshan, recommendation letters, various VIP categories are already existing, already there. There you taking recommendations and sending to special darshan. When you are having special darshan, then extend to the first nitya, something Suprabhat or something is there. So they can do that. That's what I want to say. So Karnataka, already they're contributing large number of Tirumala pilgrims every year. And Karnataka devotees, all they're contributing significant donations already. And therefore Karnataka elected representatives, naturally they raise issues concerning the devotees, because the devotees are facing some problem. So naturally the government have right to ask the neighboring state to facilitate, especially than somebody else, right? So that's what actually the I think TTD misunderstood entirely. They're talking about VIP privilege when they are already available and it cannot be modified. Political appointments to TTD, everything, it's not control of autonomy of the temple, because it will be done by politicians anyway. So these are all the issues what I understood. See, already Prime Minister, Presidents of India, Governors, Chief Ministers, Union Ministers, Supreme Court judges, foreign dignitaries, state ministers, and everybody, they'll come with a special protocol. There is something called a special visit. Already they are enjoying a special visit. When already enjoying the Karnataka ex-ministers, ex-chief ministers, ministers like B.S. Yediyurappa and Basavaraj Bommai and Siddaramaiah, H.D. Kumaraswamy, and all these people, they visited Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, the TTD temple, with a special darshan. So now the D.K. Shivakumar, maybe he wants to request to the state government to extend that special darshan to the first Nitya Suprabhat. So that first Nitya Suprabhat he wants to extend. Then what's wrong in that? There's nothing wrong what D.K. Shivakumar said. That's what I understand. Okay. So TTD, the D.K. Shivakumar is already talking about the existing VIP culture. There is VIP culture already. And administrative issue is talking about, not ritual issue. And he's talking about Tirumala issue. He's talking about TTD administration and all. So whatever, what we mean to say is that think positively about what D.K. Shivakumar said instead of thinking negatively, and why should Karnataka government issue an orders to TTD and then overtake our powers, overreaching our authority and all, instead of thinking in this negative aspect, all this, there's nothing wrong in thinking positively that one neighboring state chief minister, because many of thousands of millions of devotees from Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, because they are just very close access to Karnataka, and because they are very near to Tirupati, especially Tamil Nadu, lakhs of people will come every day to Tirupati temple, because just very close, just 100 kilometers away from the Tamil Nadu state. So whichever is the nearest famous temple, generally devotees will come. So there's nothing wrong thinking in the devotees aspect. Ultimately, they all are Hindus, they all are bhaktas. They're not Christians and Muslims, where they're bhaktas. So the bhaktas, you need to, the Hindu devotees, we need to take care with respect and all. That's what I want to say. So I request the government of Andhra Pradesh, think positively and understand what DK Shivakumar is telling instead of thinking in the negative way. Thank you. Namaskar.